Hey, this is Joe from Side, and we're just going to be starting a new a new series related to MMOs.
Yeah.
Unlike the other series, this is all going to be done with post-audio commentary, but it's not going to be scripted or anything, so we're still going to make a bunch of mistakes and whatnot.
Jokes and stuff like that.
So very immature stuff then, yeah?
Yeah,
Well, hopefully not very.
Hopefully not as immature looking at Spike now.
Oogling at video game boobs and...
You're still wearing a dress though.
Yeah, of course he's wearing a dress, because, you know,
Okay, go on.
real men wear dresses.
So what was that?
Like ideas are.
So what was that just that you
It's a
transformed into?
I'd like to talk about that more with another video.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But the general gist of it is this footage now is going to be Guild Wars footage. I'm going to be doing other MMOs than playing at the moment, but this footage now is from Guild Wars, and this particular profession can change form. Though I'll be talking about that more in the Guild Wars series.
Okie
These videos are going to be split up into two small, like, mini-series. One will be Guild Wars related, following Guild Wars and the transition into Guild Wars 2. How, like, the classes are going to change, how the lore is, like, carried on, and how it's, like, all set up, and, you know, how combat's going to be different and all that.
Right.
And the other half is going to be, like, general MMO information for people who are new to MMOs.
But with all of our knowledge.
Well, my knowledge, you lot know
Onward!
nothing about MMOs.
Well, you will teach us.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this video, because
Massive teaser overdose.
the whole point of us doing these videos will be because no one in Titan's side other than me knows anything about MMOs whatsoever.
I played RuneScape.
Spike played RuneScape.
Everyone played RuneScape.
But that's about it.
I played Ninja Saga on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's working.
I love Ninja Saga so much.
It's just Naruto. Anyway, back to Guild Wars.
This footage here is not going to be very interesting. I'm just going to forewarn everyone now. It's just a quick thing I recorded where I get lost in a very early game area looking for a boss. And if you look, I'll actually be bringing up the quest log and the map quite a lot just to track it where I've been, kind of going, where's this boss? I'm sure he's supposed to be here. No, he's not here.
So where's he
Where am
going?
I supposed to go? Guns on until Guild Wars 2.
Do you actually know there were guns in Guild Wars 2? Or are you just making a joke?
Either way, it makes you look pretty stupid.
I want to
doesn't it?
remain anonymous.
Spike!
Damn it.
Some basic things about MMOs, back to being serious, by the way, being very...
Wise.
Bye.
Don't do it. do not do a Joker, please. Okay?
Just be
Okay.
professional, okay? Be
Let's
professional.
go.
This is us being professional here.
It's on an LP. It's on.
What did I do?
Right, professionalism.
Professional.
Okay, so
Let's go face.
I was
Put your serious face on.
There we go one. How does Guild Wars work essentially?
Well, unlike what Spike likes to do in Guild Wars and shout onwards and then run out of the healer's radius,
Mm.
you're not supposed to do that.
Well, why have I got a sword?
You don't have a sword, you got a sight.
Oh yeah.
Scythe.
People walking into the room. More editing for me. What was I saying?
Scythe.
Far side.
Sight.
Scythe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So is a scythe like a basic weapon?
In Guild Wars, right, the weapons will be, in Guild Wars 1 anyway, the weapons are all down to what class you're using. So, with this particular class, the scythe is the basic weapon. And
So
the
you're
way,
Reapery.
yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent of a paladin in other games.
Ah, right.
It's
So
not.
they do healing arts and crap like that as well?
They're quite good at like self heal. basically like kind of a jack of all trades.
Isn't
really.
like
So a
Paladin
balanced
usually
character to
like
me.
a good holy guy, whereas a
Yeah.
Scythe is seen as like the evil Grim Reaper
I'm gonna steal your soul. Let
and
me
your
touch your
kids.
skin.
Yeah.
Well,
Type of
I'm
thing.
gonna touch your skin.
Or Billion Mandu.
That was a great show.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's kind of like I'm gonna go into more detail into this later in the series, but with this particular class, it's gonna be in very like. I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail because I'm gonna go over like 3 classes in that video.
Yeah. I'm just looking at your name. Joe, Avatar of Odin.
Yeah, I'm not good with names.
Fair dues.
One
It's
thing-
like my first 2 characters are actually like fantasy names, but after that I just kept calling my characters Joe because I got lazy on whatever wasn't taken. You see, this is what really annoys me with this vid. I'd like to point out right now that just over that hill in the background is the boss I'm looking for.
There's that hill right there.
That hill in the background, yep.
And you go the other way.
And you'll see what I do now. I just go, I don't think the boss is round here anymore. Do it turn back now, or do it loop round?
How do I
I'm going
miss him?
towards it. And I just want to point this bit out because I feel so retarded doing this. It's like over here. Is this supposed to spawn over here? And it's that group there, and I look at it and go, nah, it's not over there. And just walk away.
Oh,
At least you could do is check it out.
What? I still don't know why I did that. I even came in here to see if there was a related quest. I feel so stupid doing that.
You should, if you had me there, I would have went onwards and we'd be at
Yes.
the boss right now.
Spike just runs at any group whatsoever
Even I'm like level 2.
and slaps it with a stick and hopes he lives. So I always have
Typical fan, mate.
I always have to play a healer and try and heal him, but he runs out of range of any healer attacks.
I like why you like
I've
this
only
game.
played it twice, okay.
Which brings me on to my next point.
Why did you grow 2 feet when you transformed?
It's because I'm awesome.
Was it
I had the feet anyway, it was just underneath the dress.
Right.
That's what it is. Good.
Never said it wasn't.
that brings you to your next point.
I left very Sean here to remove my segues.
Sorry, so it does.
Yep, he's useful.
So it's a segue.
What's a segue?
It's the thing that you stand on, the little...
Oh,
It's too weird. It's like a slow
a
scooter with 2
segue
legs.
is when you go sideways in a conversation.
It's a 2-wheeled scooter.
Two-wheeled scooter.
Yeah.
Okay, as you were saying.
As I was saying, once again, I've been trying to say this for like 5 minutes, haven't I?
Yeah.
There's the most basic thing anyone needs to know about an MMO is the basic MMO structure called the Holy Trinity.
Hub, quests, loot.
No.
No.
And the Holy Trinity is tank, healer, DPS,
What's a DPS?
Damn it, yeah.
damage per second.
Impressed?
Yes.
Oh,
It's like how it's supposed to work is the tank runs in, gets all the aggression, everyone swarms on the tank and starts poking it with a stick.
basically, think of Dragon Age.
The
That's what I
healer
was
keeps
doing.
the tank alive,
Dragon Age?
and the DPS deals the damage.
Morrigan.
Or Dragon
Yeah,
Age 2?
it's
Avalon? Yourself, you're a mage?
yeah.
Or Anders? And Carter? Or Emrys?
The only downside with an MMO is if you don't have other people to play those roles.
It sucks. It doesn't suck you, so you're like, you've
Yeah.
got to try.
It's kind of, the annoying thing is you gotta like with a lot of MMOs you kind of go in and you're like, oh, I've got 2 hours to blow on video games, so I'll get this really hard elite area done. It takes an average of 2 hours to do, and it takes you another 2 hours to find a group. So in that
Yeah.
time you spent like 4 hours,
And then you think, where's my day gone?
and you're just like, well, I was
I
only
think
supposed to have
Dark
like a quick go.
And it's like Dark Souls.
You
isn't
think
it?
you've got dead for hours, it's been 3 hours and you've gone 2 steps.
Oh, now everyone's just gonna look at this video and think how retarded is he, because he's look how I've just went like right round in a loop and I'm going the complete opposite direction now.
And you're sort of walking sideways.
Yeah.
And you
I
still
even bring
went-
up the map to look where I am. Like, where's this boss? It's got to be round here somewhere. No, it's not on the beach. It's in a grassy
Is
area.
that actually role playing? You said Ruffles Fair.
Well, no, these are all like the way Guild Wars works is they had a system introduced in Nightfall because people were finding it so hard to get groups.
Is
They
that
had,
the boss?
No, it's not. That's just a group of enemies on the beach. They had introduced a system called the Hero System,
Right.
which basically allows AI characters to fill in niche roles.
Right, and that was an AI character.
Yeah, they're all
Right.
AI characters in the group, you see.
I
Because
see.
I didn't want to gather up a group just for this recording because
Go off by yourself and die dramatically.
these are actually quite high level enemies I was going after. Not these ones, but
Right, so basically there.
yeah,
Yeah.
the ones I was actually after.
4.
Well, they call it Gypsy Eating.
Yeah, there's like background lore to them. It's like where they were was destroyed, so they kind of like migrate over the mountains and whatnot.
Oh, cool.
Which is technically what your character does in the story. Spoiler alert! Oh, also,
There's a
I
story.
would like
this
to
game.
warn everyone with the Guild Wars videos, there will be they're just going to be full of spoilers. I'm going to be talking about lore and background stories for professions and background stories for individual characters. So there's
Basically, the initial new
And I'll be
treatment.
giving an in-depth
Yeah,
history about the whole.
it's going to be like
How
a condensed version of all of Wooden Potatoes videos.
And how Michael Bay can't do a film without explosions.
Yeah, and product placement.
Pride and Prejudice. I love you, but I'm holding Prejudice. Prejudice is a grenade launcher.
Quite a bit
Look
mad,
at
isn't
the
it?
look at that map though. It's just I kind of go right the way around this area.
Looking for this dude.
I really wish I was in hard mode so I could have like got some like vanquishing stuff done. But,
There's actually difficulties to go for.
yeah, when you finish Guild Wars 1, when you finish the story mode, it
Right.
unlocks hard mode, which basically boosts every enemy's level.
Which is what I'll be playing on.
You got to finish the game first.
I'll be finishing the game a day. And then
You play a whole MMO in a day.
it is possible.
Yeah.
Like segue that segue back to the Holy Trinity, right?
Alright, yeah. Like a natural. Natural?
MMO will kind of have its own Holy Trinity.
Right.
Guild Wars has a pretty basic Holy Trinity, which it has like healer roles and damage roles and melee roles for the tanking and whatnot.
What status elements fall into that category as well?
Status isn't really that's more debuff than anything.
Oh,
That's
right.
like I said, each one has their own.
So the
Thing.
healer and caster will be in
Yeah.
charge of all that, yeah.
So if you've got usually in Guild Wars it will be a necromancer who would play that role
Right.
who would debuff the enemy and do all sorts of life stealing, or a
And
mesmer would do the same thing.
Which one debuffs your team? Huh?
And you don't want to debuff your team.
No, like put buffs on your team.
That'll be that's usually a healer.
Healer. So healer and necromancer will be a good two to have in your team. Then.
It all depends on what you're going for.
Yeah.
Like the thing with MMOs, it's all about personal preference. It's how you wanna play the game really. So if you